Hi everyone, I'm Marlene Moore, and this is your lesson number 6, I believe. 6 or 7, I've forgotten which. Anyway, that was the Twinkle Variations, um, and written by Saint-Saëns, who was a composer, and Mozart had a crack at it too, and Dr. Shinichi Suzuki. He wrote the Twinkle Variations that I just played, and I wrote my own version of that too. So a lot of composers have had a good crack at Twinkle. Everybody knows it, and they think it's just a children's song, but no, there are some very, very difficult variations to do with Twinkle. Maybe when we get to more advanced literature, we can talk about that. That would be great. Anyway, I thought that would be a good introduction for you today because we're going to be talking about uh, Twinkle, Twinkle Little Star, in regards to learning how to improvise. But first of all, let's talk about some of this stuff here. Um, let's talk about how you get your books, first of all. I hope by now you've ordered your books. If you are intermediate, you will need books 4, 5, 6. If you are a beginner student, you will need books 1, 2, 3. And the address where you get that, here's the link, jwpepper.com/myscore/Marlene Moore. Please write this down or go to the comment section on this video or any other video, and you will find that jwpepper.com myscore slash, or I forgot the slash there, myscore/Marlene Moore, and you will find all of that right there. Okay, I hope by now you know about our Facebook group, Piano Teachers and Students Back to Basics Books. In order to get into this group, you have to be using these books. Why? Because these are the books that I'm teaching out of for all of these videos. Even today's video is based on a book called Making Melodies and another book called Making Harmonies. We'll talk about that a little later. So if you want to get the full education here, you will need the books. Books 1, 2, and 3 of the curriculum books. If you are a beginner, if you are more advanced, get books 4, 5, 6. Some of you might be more advanced to go into books 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. If you are, I'd like to hear from you to be able to gear what I'm teaching you. Because right now it's pretty much of a guess. And unless I hear from you, if you leave a comment, that would be very helpful. I don't know where to go if you don't tell me what level you're at. So I'm aiming these lessons at beginner and intermediate. However, today we're taking a bit of a sojourn into more of the intermediate work because that's where you will have this kind of improvisation. You can't see me today, can you? All you can see is my skirt and my hands, and that's enough. Back to Basics is all about note reading, sight reading, improvisation, technique, composing, memorizing, and performance. So far, we've covered a little bit of that. We've got a long way to go yet, though, that's for sure. Today, we're going to talk about left-hand patterns to do with improvisation. Your left-hand patterns. Because usually most people can think up a melody or they will know a melody from a piece. They will know that melody or another melody. and you will know maybe a few chords. But what else do we do with the left hand? That's what we want to do. Now, if you are a beginner, I need to remind you that it's really, really important for you to know these notes by now. C, D, E, F, G, and back down again. Okay, for the right hand, I can't get this thing to go further. I'll have to show them in the left hand for you. C, D, E, F, G in the left hand. And now this poster is showing you how to go up and down, keep going. So that's a 2-octave range. We'll talk about that further in my next session. But for now, yes, you need to know where all the C's are, all the F's, and to be able to identify those very easily. And then this far up here from C to middle C, the names of those notes, and from C to middle C and up to the next C. That's 1, 2, 3 octaves. An octave, octopus, octagon, octave, 8 notes. And music is made up of 12 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 little half tones. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whole tones. If you count this one, it makes 8, which is the octave. Okay, before we get into melody and harmony, I thought I should show you this little gadget that I got from YouTube, not YouTube. I'm on YouTube too much, I guess. I got this by mail order from the catalog, and it was so easy to get this on Amazon. Just click and order. It was about $12. And this is to hold your cell phone. And it's a little hold spot here. And sticky thing, it can't move. So this is all, the back part is so that it won't move. And it's very, very sturdy. It can go up or down or sideways or whatever way you want it. So your cell phone can go this way or this way. And I thought this would be so helpful for you to put your cell phone somewhere on your piano and listen to my video this way when I'm showing you something, and then you can try it. Put it on pause, try it again. Put it on pause, try it again. Let me know if that works. I thought that might be very helpful. I use it because I have trouble with my left arm. I've got arthritis in my left arm, and after holding my cell phone for hours, my left shoulder gets very, very, very sore. So I bought that so that I would have some relief from my left shoulder. But anyway, I'm sure it has several good uses. You could even videotape your peanut butter. You could videotape butterfly. You could, if you're further along, you could videotape lightly row. You can videotape any of your pieces. And if you get into the group, the Facebook group, let me see how you're doing so that your fingers are correct and your wrists are not hanging down like that. I want to see how you're sitting because, as I explained earlier, we only play as well as we sit. Some people think that's funny, but it's really true. My teacher used to say that to me all the time. You only play as well as you sit. Later on, when I learned, when she was teaching me pedaling, she said to me, you only play as well as your big toe. She was kind of funny, wasn't she? Anyway, let's talk about melody and harmony, because that's what we're going to be doing. All music, piano music, we're talking about Western music, is made up of scales, chords, arpeggios. And within that structure, we have a melody, and we have a harmony. Whatever that harmony happens to be, we have melody and harmony. The melody is usually, not always, in the right hand. So it's made music, piano music, Western music is made up of scales, chords, arpeggios, melody, harmony, technique, and theory is what we need to learn. Piano technique and theory. Now, I'm going to not teach you a lot of theoretical names such as the second inversion of the arpeggiated diminished seventh, because that won't mean anything to you today. But eventually, yes, you need to learn these terms that are theory, because it's like, playing the piano is like reading. It's a story, but you need to learn the grammar as well in order to do this. Alrighty, so we've got scales, chords, and arpeggios, and I'll show you one more time. Scale, chords. There are several kinds of chords. These chords I'm playing were triads, but you can have other chords. You can have these. All kinds of chords. And arpeggios are the chords that take a trip. Here's the chord. Here's the chord that takes the trip. So arpeggios fly along. They're the flying ones. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about Alberti bass and triads. Okay, doesn't that sound important? Alberti bass and triads. When would we use them? Well, you know what? You've already used them. Teeter, totter. Here's your teeter totter. So when we learn how to play Twinkle, you can do that with an Alberti bass, or as I affectionately call it, teeter totter. So here's I'm going to move my hand from here down to here to show you the melody for Twinkle. C, G, A, G. Fourth finger, lift the 4 and go down to F. Fifth finger. Fifth finger. Thumb. Jump to the 4 and G. See, I'm on fourth finger on G. Stay there. Fourth finger goes down to F. That's your melody. And why am I playing that fourth finger twice? Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys that we're playing. C, D, E, F, G, A. I'm playing them up here because it's just easier. C, D, E, F, G, A. And we've only got 5 fingers. We've got 6 keys that we're pushing down. So when you get to G, A is the little baby finger. G, you only have 3 fingers left. So let's use that fourth finger again. That's the proper fingering. 4 again on F. F has an F 4 starts with F. Think of F is 4. F. F. Alrighty? You got the pattern of that? You'll have to do that one several times to get the hang of it. But if you have a good ear, that should not be a problem. I'll play it one more time for you. Okay, work on that one. Now, Alberti bass is made up of C, E, G. We've had that before. B, D, G. We've had that before. And here's a new one. When you go up to the A here with your little baby finger, that's C, F, A. Okay? Why? Because they sound nice. So if you're on C or E or G, you get C, E, G down here. That's a no-brainer, right? If you are on D or F, you play B, D, G. Sound nice? Right. Look, if I put C, E, G with that, what happens? Ooh, not nice, eh? Not nice at all. So each one has their own special chord. This one, D, F, is B, D, G. All right, so far, we've got 2. C, E, G, B, D, G. If we go up to the A, which is our new note, up to A here. Here, A, we've got A, F, C. Got that? Okay, that's your new one for today. C, F, A goes with A. That's a no-brainer too, but it's a new one for you. So reviewing, C, E, G, B, D, G, C, F, A. And to do the teeter-totter, we just break them up. Teeter-totter is an Alberti bass. And how do we know which one is which? Your right hand will tell you. I'm going to do them faster. See? That's the new one. So whichever one you land on. I'm on C, so I know I'm going to have this one. I'm on G, I'm going to have the same one. I'm going up to A, so that gives me a signal that I'm going on the A one. I'm going to G now, it's a C, E, G, so it's a C, E, G teeter-totter. F, I'm going down to here, F signals, B, D, G. Now I'm on E, so I'm back on the C chord. All right, let's give these a name. Let's call this the C chord. This will be the B chord. This will be the A chord. Okay, now I won't talk. I'm just going to play it. You listen. And you can end on a solid triad. And speaking of triads, they are solid or broken. Broken. Alberti bass is broken. Or this way. Solid. The left hand can also be played up here. You can mix them up like that when you get really, really good. And you will. Let's try a moving bass. A moving bass and some octaves. Oh, that sounds important, doesn't it? Moving bass simply means to move. I'm starting on C. I'm moving around. I'm moving. I'm going to do a scale. One thing I have not mastered, I confess, I cannot talk and play at the same time. There's something in my brain that doesn't allow it. I'm going to show you that down here. No, I can't because I've got to play the left hand here. All right, you're moving. That's a little more advanced. To do that, you have to really tune your ear up and listen to that a lot of times. What am I doing there? C, B, A, G. F. It's going back up. D, C, F. You could maybe try that much. Okay, octaves. Octo, octavia, octagon mean 8. C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G. And octaves can be solid or broken. Here's broken, solid, broken, they're tricky, but you can have a go at them. When you're doing octaves, don't overdo it. We'll be talking about that in technique later on. When you're doing octaves, only do them once a day because you can really wreck your hand and your arm. See, they're fine. You just use the baby finger and the thumb to go down. Alrighty, let's talk about 4-note forms and arpeggios. This is a little more advanced. 4-note forms and arpeggios. I'm going to do the 4-note forms first. A 4-note form is a triad, which is a chord that has a hat on the top. So we've got C and C and E, G in the middle. So it's like we've got C, E, G, which we're used to now, with the middle C on the top. So you just put that extra one, and usually you've got your 4th finger there instead of your 3rd. E. I'm sticking in dominant 7ths, and we'll get to that in a minute. Arpeggios. Arpeggio, C, E, G, thumb, 3, 2, 1. Again, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. They need a lot of practice, and you really should be an intermediate student before you start to do those. Now, what if we had Twinkle in with dominant 7ths? We're talking about dominant and diminished 7ths. This is what they would sound like. You're not ready for it yet, but this is what they would sound like. Okay? And what if we had a minor, or if we're diminished? Diminished 7th. Okay, I'm going to leave these for later on, but we will be talking about them. It's a little bit advanced for now. I hope you've enjoyed Twinkle. I certainly have. I've been really busy lately publishing this book called Making Melodies, and just yesterday I published this book called Making Harmonies. These books are especially for people who want to learn to improvise. Any age, if you want to learn to improvise. Making Melodies is the first book. Making Harmonies is the second book. Making Harmonies will be available tomorrow. Making Melodies is already available, unless you want to wait for about another week, and then it will be in the new format. Well, I've had fun today. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you have too. Leave me a comment. I'd like to hear from you. Okay, bye for now.